Hi there, good morning. It's Lori from Lollipop Paper and Ink. Thanks so much for joining us today for our Wednesday Facebook Live. Today I have a really cute project. It's one more gift box. I just couldn't I couldn't stop making them. And we're gonna need to be giving out all of these little gifts to our workers and our neighbors, and especially more this holiday than before. So I have one more box to do. This one is cute because it has a little window to it, so they'll be able to see the goodies inside. Let me just check and make sure that I'm where I'm supposed to be on my page, and see if I can. I don't see me. I hope I'm in the right spot. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm there. All right, good. Thanks for joining me today. So let me see if I can go over and share it quickly to our VIC group. If you're not a part of our group, just join, and it just takes a second and I'll accept you, and we do some challenges. I have a bunch of giveaways. We have a freebie Friday where all you have to do is post anything that you've been working on that week, and I give away something on Saturday. So and it's just fun to see everybody's different projects that they're working on. So all right, I think I'm good there. So let me tell you first, before I switch down, we start our project. Good morning, Nancy. I like it when I can see you. I can see the comments here. It's so hard to see them on the laptop. So if you have comments or hearts or anything, just do them so I can see them up here. Thanks. Okay, so last week our prize patrol was the Warm and Toasty stamp set. Hope that's the right way. And so the winner, there were a few that did share, which I so appreciate, was Nancy Finnerty. So Nancy, I do have your address. I'll get this out in the mail to you today or tomorrow. So thank you for sharing, and keep it up. I really appreciate when everyone shares. And I do pick a name every week and send something. Hi Jan, send something to one person that shared. Okay, so this week we have the prize patrol is the ever popular Gnome for the Holidays stamp set, and I didn't get to work on this as much as I wanted to this season. So and I have an extra one, and I have another one, but I started and I just didn't do it as much. It's such a fun set, and it's great with the blends. So so that will be for anyone who I pull a name for anyone who shares next week, who shares the video here or on the replay, or up on YouTube later this afternoon. And when I just said this is great for the blends, it reminded me that the clearance rack has been updated, and also the year-end closeout started yesterday, and I was surprised, but there are huge amounts of blends they're going fast. So if you want to stock up on some blends markers, now is the time to do it, because it's, I don't know how much they are here. I have the list here, but they're definitely reduced, like 20 or 30%. So it's like $1.80 maybe. No, okay, I'm not sure. I'll have to check. But if you need some blends, this is the time to stock up on them. Okay, so that's for next week. And like I said, Nancy, if you're not here, I'll just go ahead and I'll send that stamp set to you. So this is what we're going to work on today. It's a cute little gift box, but I have a little window in there. Whoops, wrong way. So you can see. Now this one I have cards in here. So this is going to be my gift. My gift is a package of cards. And I thought I would give this over to my the people that help in the post office. I don't really do the post office run. My hubby does it for me, which God bless him, because that's just something I don't have patience for. But they they're good to him and he's good to them, so I think I want to send them a little something something. So that's what I'm going to do. But all right, so let me face you down and we'll just get started on this really quick project, and I'll just show you how I put that window in there. Okay, hold on. All right, sorry about that. That's always such a hard part to get it to go down without making everybody seasick there. Okay, this is the closeout list, and it's everything that's retiring from this catalog. This is the holiday catalog that we've been dealing with. So if you want to go to my blog, I have the full list of everything that's retiring. And sometimes you'll see something here that says it's retiring as a bundle, but that's because usually when it's carried over, it will be carried over as a bundle, as a stamp set and the dies or the punch, but you won't be able to get it as a bundle. But so this is the whole list together. If you just wanted to see the items that are discounted, I have this on my blog also. So, and it just shows you exactly what's discounted here. Now I don't see right off the top where the I don't see the blends, which I know they're discounted because there's been so many orders that I've seen that came through with those on there. Today we're going to be using the Snowflake Splendor DSP, and I know for sure that's on this list here, so that's discounted 20%. So anyway, that's right here. Oh, this is the ribbon is only $3.50. All right, well, you can Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper. It was $11.50, now it's only $9.20. So good deals, and they do go fast because people were waking up early in order to get their discounted products. So okay, so this is the one that we're going to be making today. I'm going to use a different paper, so I just have a little bit of a variation. And you can see here, this is just easily, I didn't want to make it a permanent tie with the ribbon. I didn't want to glue it down because I wanted to be able to put the cards in. So I have, let's see, how many cards do I have here? With envelopes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 cards in envelopes, and you probably could even fit one more in there. So, and this has this cute little window. When I first saw this, I thought, before I thought of the card idea of sending it as gifting a box of cards, I thought that I would really like to see candy in there, to see what kind of candy I would be getting or giving. So, all right, so that was my inspiration. That's how I started. But we're going to make this one today. And this is, look how beautiful that is. And this is from the Snowflake Splendor bundle, the Snowflake Wishes bundle. And this is the DSP that I used. And I did heat emboss this, but I think today we'll just do regular stamping. So let me show you how I did this. And also, because I have all these kisses in here, if you had something lighter, it would be great. It would be fine. Because this is heavy, what I plan to do when I give it is to wrap it, just to make sure, because the top is a little lighter. Is a little lighter than the bottom. So I would just 1, 2, 3, take a little of this. This is the metallic mesh ribbon, and that was from the holiday catalog also. And I would probably just do something like this, just to make sure that that the kisses wouldn't be going all over the place. If it was something lighter, you wouldn't have to worry about it. And I do have that cute little bow here. So, okay, so cute, right? All right, let me show you how I did this. Really quick and simple. We're going to need our trimmer to trim and also to score. That's more important. So what I have here, this is really all you need, is one piece of regular 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and I trimmed it to the long side was 7 7/8, and the short side was 6 1/2. And then I'm going to go ahead and score on the 1-inch line all the way around. And this is just, you know, like how we normally do our boxes, which we do all the time, especially this time of year. I never make so many as I do now, but I think I'm done. I think after I finish this, I have there's 4 people at the post office that I want to give these to, so I have one more to make after today. Okay, so this is the base. All right, while we have our our trimmer out, this was the DSP part, the top lid part. So this was trimmed at 7 1/2 long ways and 6 1/8 this way. And this one we're going to go ahead and score on the 3/4 inch mark all the way around. And I definitely love this trimmer, and this is one of the reasons where when we can do our scoring, we can do it this way as opposed to using the measurements this way, because there's not much to hold when you're just doing 1 inch. So in this case, that's why I love this for scoring also, is that I can hold it down and I can make sure that it's nice and level. Alrighty, so let's do some cutting. Thanks, Lisa. Good morning. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Let's see if I have my other scissors in here. Yep. Okay. So, just like we normally do, we're going to burnish all of our score lines, especially with the boxes. We want to make sure that these are nice, tight creases to make nice corners. Okay. All right, and same as it always is, we're going to just snip into the score line and then just give this guy a little haircut on the end. Snip in and trim. Snip and trim. And I think I'm going to clean that one up a little. It was a little too quick. Let's go back in here and fix this. Just makes the corners a little neater. Okay. All right, we're done with this. So now, as usual, we are going to do our adhering to get our corners together, just like we always do here. Okay, so we flip it over to the right side, take our Stampin' Seal Plus, which I use for all 3D projects, and just give it a little roll. Oh, again, I'm pressing too hard. Let's try that again. Yeah, it's all the finesse of it. And you just need one little strip. And let's go back to this guy. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to keep putting it just like we normally do. We're going to match up our corners as tight as we can, especially on the base. And that's what's going to make our box, our bottom piece. Okay, and that's why we trimmed this piece off a little bit. We gave it a little haircut, only because if we didn't, it may stick up a little bit on this side, and we don't want that. So, okay, so we have our base. Now, let's do, so there's just a little bit more with the trim because we want the, we want the window to show through. So first go ahead and do our burnishing with our bone folder. It makes things so much easier. Shut that off. Okay. All right, same thing we're going to do here. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's do, we could, but I wanted to, we're gonna have to cut, die cut, I should say. Now, for here, I used, this I used from the Celebration dies to get that shape out. This one I used from the Stitched So Sweetly dies, one of the bigger ones there. So just to make it a little different, I thought this time I would use one of the stitched nested dies. And let's run that through here. And what we're going to do is just take the DSP, and it fits very nicely in there. So I'm just going to center it just so that I can, and this isn't one of the really large ones. I think it's like the second or third largest. We just want a little peek through window. So you're just going to lay this down here, and that's why I do score it first, because it's easier to get it more in the middle that way. And this one should be, I think my other one was off a little, but it didn't matter because I was putting my snowflakes to one side anyway. So if it's off, I'll do the same thing here. All right, let's run this through. And I keep getting tongue-tied when I'm saying, let me get my Stampin' Up! Die and emboss and cut. And so I did hear someone else refer to it as, now that that little one, Mini, came out, as the big boss and the little boss. So I think I'm going to do that because I think that makes things a lot easier. Has anyone gotten that little or ordered that little the mini one yet? I haven't. I don't really need it yet until I decide to, when and if I ever go back to doing live classes again. But right now I still have my 2 big shots and I have the new boss. So, okay, so we have our top ready to go. And I have a piece of window, these are just called window sheets, and they come in 12 by 12. I think you get 2 to a pack, and it's right in the catalog, in the annual catalog. So I think I cut this to, it doesn't matter, you just want to cover the opening. So I think I would just, I think this is like 4 by 5 or something like that. So decide which one you want to have as your opening, and you know, as your top piece, and which one you want to have. I think I'll do this one a little different, and I think I will go this way. It doesn't really matter, but just so you know for when you're putting in your window sheet, which is really just a piece of acetate. That's it. So, all right, so let's put this in. And it's not like it's, this is what we would use for a shaker card. But we don't even have to do it on all 4 sides here because there's nothing going in there that we have to worry about falling out. Okay, just make sure that it's in between your score lines. And I was a little close here, so. All right, so now we can go ahead and do our flaps for this. Okay, so we'll do the same thing like we always do. Give it a snip, and then just clip the edges. Snip, and clip. One more, snip, and clip. Okay. All right, same thing. Turn it over to the right side of the pattern that you're using, and we're just going to put our tape on these. Now this is thin. When we're using like cardstock, obviously, or specialty paper, it's a lot harder to deal with. But this is very thin. And normally I would always say to you to give yourself a little wiggle room when you're making these corners. But in this case, because this paper is light, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make it, and it's a nice fit. So I don't want it to be too loose, but so I'm going to go right to the corners there. Okay, just like that. And hopefully this is going to fit right on top. Ta-da! And it does. Isn't that cute? So pretty. Okay, so now it's really just about decorating it a little bit before you give it to someone. I'm going to pick up on the Pacific Point in here, the color. So let's see. I think I'll take the same one, Make Your Season Sparkle. And we'll do that just to get that stamp on. I did go ahead and this is my little box of magic die cuts that they just get all cut out. It's amazing. All right, so I have all this done, so for when we're ready to pop those on. And I need a block, so let's see. We can put this on here. Thanks, Linda. I'm glad you like it. It's just different. I mean, it's the same box template really that we make all the time, but this is just a little something extra. I like to kind of see what's in there, especially when it's candy. All right, so this one's just going to trim down to right to the edge there. I might want to put a banner on it or something. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, get that out of the way. And let's bring back the trimmer just so I can do some trimming of this sentiment. And I'm just going to place it right back in there. And let's go this side. This is a nice chunky one, so it doesn't need much, but we might just put a little snowflake on there also. Okay, so let's just get these on, and I'm just going to use my dots for this. And let's get this on. So what I do with blue dots is I just put layered. So I'm just going to put this right on the bottom. This guy will go right on top. And I have a little trick for you. If you think you see the glue dot or the adhesive, and we're going to fix that so that does not happen. And you can't really see it because we're going to put one of these blue adhesive gems on there also. So this we don't worry about. When we're going to put this little guy here or here, let's see, I think I can put both of them on. But if I do it, I will for that one. All right, so this I'm just going to put on with a, I don't put on it with a dimensional. I probably use a big one. Where's the big one? Just because it's probably going to get a little bit of wear and tear with people opening and closing it. And I have it right there on the edge of the window there. And I keep that tissue paper on the window to try to keep it as clean as you can for as long as you can. And then let's just add one of these little babies. I think I use a big one. And this gives out a beautiful reflection of color. So I love that. All right, so for here, before we put this on, and I think what I did was I rounded the corners. So let's do that again. Before we put our on it. Okay, I'm out nice. And so let's do this again. A little bit of a dot right in the middle of this baby. And this guy goes on top. Okay, now, so what I do here is if I put, let me put this on first, and this I'm going to use, I do want to pop this up a little. So what I like to use, if I have any here, yep, these foam adhesive strips. And you can see here, I'm just going to make do with what I have. It doesn't have to be a perfectly big piece, but I don't throw away any of this now because I can use it. And I always keep a pair of yucky scissors around tips because I want to use my good ones on this. And that's good enough. So this baby's going to go up here, a little bit on the window, a little bit off, and then if we put this one on here. Now let's say I think with the other one I must have used adhesive, and then I got a little bit on. Let's see, I have this little snail there. So let's just say you put this on, and you can see a little bit of the adhesive coming out back there. This is what I do to cover that up. A little fella, that's a trick. And this way, no one can tell what is sparkle and what is adhesive. I think I need to get a new one of these because it's a little dry. Okay, there you go. All right, so last thing, what we did was we put a little bow out of this. This is so cute. This ribbon. It's so easy to work with, and it's flat. If you had it just on a regular card, you could lay it down nice and flat. But just want a little one. So let's put this on here, and you can make it as. I've even used this where I just used half of it. I want a really thin bow. I think this is too big, Jim. Let's do that again. Okay, again, a good up, and this side can go right on the window, right there. And like I said, if I had something heavy on there, I probably would have it again. But if not, I would just leave it like this and put it just like this. What do you think? Like it? Oh, just like so. I have one more of these to make from my postal worker helpers, and then tree bags for the season. But we'll see. You never know. All right, I'm going to bring it back up to say goodbye, and let's make sure I'm upside down. There we go. Great. Okay, thank you. So, thank you so much for joining me today. I would love you to share this video, or if you can, with your friends, and spread the word, and I will pick a name again. Our winner for today. So, just don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you can, just click that little bell, and then that makes it sure that you'll get a notification of next time that I do a video, the YouTube video. But I'm here doing my Facebook Live every Wednesday, 10:30, 11ish Eastern time, and so I hope you can join me next time. If you are a stamper and you are looking for, if you're new or if you're looking for information, just email me. I'll be happy to earn your business, and I'll send you some catalogs. And so I just need it from you. Just let me know, and I'll be happy to do that for you. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining me today and for sharing the video. And I will see you next week. But any comments or questions, just put them down below.